You got to give it to it. It's never dull running this stream, everybody. Solving some technical problems there, and I think I got them solved. Let's go ahead and pull everything in, see what we got. Yeah, there we go. Now we're working. I was trying to get all of my other stuff working as well, including my battle mode, which I had been working on but hadn't finished, and I was trying to fix all my transitions and battle mode, and so we could play all sorts of other games on top of playing Fallout 76. They're already on Season 3 of Nitro, and I have done none of Season 3, as well as a new event for Stream Raiders, as well as our little friends are going to be back down there in that bottom right corner as well. At least I think they'll be back. We'll see when we get into the next screen. our little avatars down there, they'll all be back today, as well as we'll be back to playing some 76. You know, I looked it up when I was first logging in. I have not played 76 since June 4th. Well, that's right. Quite a while, almost a month out from 76. So you guys have been in there doing all your stuff. Kismet needs to noob it up and get in there and start working on this thing. As well, working on the scoreboard. You can see we've got a bunch of stuff to check out. Blue Moon here. We've also got Atlantic City coming, as well as Invaders from Beyond, starting right now and ending on the 11th. One of my favorite events, by the way. I love that, Invaders from Beyond. So we got lots to do. I've not logged in the game in a while, too. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of changes and updates that I haven't even seen yet. So we're going to get into that here in just a moment. But now also right over here on the side, there we go. We've also got Stream Raiders ready to rock, as well as Nitro Stream Racing. So definitely come and join us for all of that. That's going to be super fun. Trying to get that all working today was a fun adventure. I've been working on it for like 45 minutes. But I finally got it working, and that's the most important thing. Look at Plasmatic coming in with a Tycoon twist. Getting it going. I love how it's animated down there, too. That's so cool. Wombat coming in, showing that love. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Now, everybody, all my Fallout 76 crew, go ahead and jump on. Get it going. You're going to need to school Kismet on what's up with what's up. We got Foggy in there as well. Hey, the Mighty Tart is coming in with a hello and a Tycoon twist. Good to see you also, Foggy, as well. Yes, we don't have the race up yet. I will get that going here in just a moment. Actually, it's exclamation play when we go to race here in just a moment. We're going to go ahead and first just kind of dive right into it. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with 76. Then we'll jump over and we'll get all of our stuff queued up and ready to rock. Let's go. There we go. Tart is coming in with a 22 months of sub love right over there. Show him some love in the chat. Thank you for that awesome support. It's almost 2 years there, closing in on it over here. So, of course, the big update, everybody, is Once in a Blue Moon. You're like, yeah, Kismet, that came out a couple weeks ago. Well, I was busy traveling all over the place and walking around a lot. If you guys saw my amount of steps, I basically walked about 100,000 steps in 10 days. That's a lot. That's a lot for an old 53-year-old man, everybody. That's a lot, yeah. So, of course, we got new public events with the Blue Ridge Company. God, I hope they're not escort quests. We got new cryptids, including the Blue Devil, the Awaga, which is a turtle, by the way. I love the fact that Angry Turtle loves that, because that's his kin right there. Big love to Angry Turtle out there. Shoot for the Stars, take on the glamour of Hollywood, and the new movie-themed camped items, soundstage, outfits, and more. And we got new daily mutations going on, as well as expedition changes. We removed the requirement for the ultrasight batteries and numerous other changes. Wow, okay, we're going to take a look at that today. Prove your tough as nails by sleeping in an Iron Maiden bed. I don't know about that. We've also got our bowling thing. Which looks pretty cool. And, of course, my favorite, the Invaders from Beyond. So, all right. Now, I've been missing out on tons of loot, I'm sure, over all of these weeks. But that's okay, everybody. If I miss out on something, no big deal. Oh, it's free, too. All right. Well, hey, I like free. Free is my favorite thing. We're going to take that. Oh, what's this? Score booster. Oh, come on. A little pay to win there. A little pay to win. But there we go. Unlock for free. Granted, when entering some caps in use in Appalachia. Oh, it doesn't just give it to you right away. It's when you enter the game, it gives it to you. Yeah. Oh, come on, Bethesda, don't go that way, bro. Don't go that way. Don't do that. But, you know, the game's pretty easy anyway, everybody. It's not like it's super hard. It's not like you really need them boosters. Just do the scoreboard. So let's see. What do we got? Let's start over here. Let's start with the stuff on sale. Keep out backpack. I already own all that stuff. Vaulting. What do we got? Alien Invasion bundle, which it looks like I own something there. Alien Catwalk. Yeah, I really like this. Oh, this is all good stuff. I've only got 784 atoms. I am hurting for some atoms here. Let's see. All that stuff's cool. I have the vendor bot. These vendor bots are annoying. I don't even want to get those bots. They're so annoying to put in your camp. See, some bots are like that. They're really annoying, and that's why I like putting the minimum amount of stuff. Oh, that's cool. I like that thing. I got the alien plushie. That I have, because I can see it right down here at the bottom. That's why it's discounted, by the way. Because if you already have it, it actually takes that particular thing out. Captain Cosmos bundle. Oh, I've seen, I think it was TARDIS in that. That's really cool as well. All right, digging all that. That stuff's all on sale. Good time to snatch that up. 4th of July. Oh, Liberty Prime. This is cool for about 10 minutes, and then them saying stuff all the time gets annoying to me, everybody. I used to have this thing on the computer a long time ago where you could add sounds to everything. So every time you hit return, it would go cha-ching, and then you go hit the button, it would go bling bling, and then you hit the thing, go da-da-da-da-da, and you ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, and ding 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 ding, blah, 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 blah. And then after a while, that gets really annoying with every single thing making a sound. I forget what the name of that program was. Way back on the old Mac Plus, way back in the day. I got tired of that so fast. I'm like, oh, God, that's annoying. I've got to get that off of there. And I think that's cool for about 10 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, turn that off. At least for me, anyway. Yeah, this is cool. Like that. Patriotic paint for the fixer. Why are you not showing the fixer then? So you get the patriotic. See, they should have a thing that shows you what the fixer looks like. I like this thing right here. This is probably the coolest thing I like out of there is the spinning thing. That's pretty cool. There it is. There's the fixer right there. All right, that's not too bad. Not too bad. I like probably the backpack and the rocket fan probably the most. I like the outfits too. Those are cool. What else we got? Whoa, hey, look at this. What the heck? Let's see. A large bird cage. Huh. Don't tell me. Part of the fun is figuring it out. Oh, I'd like to get that, but I just don't have enough atoms. That looks like a vending machine there. And that looks super cool. Looks like big old ants or something in there. That's all cool looking stuff. Man, I wish I had more atoms right now. Let's see. I guess I could just buy one thing. Budding Apothecary. What's this all about? Because that looks like a if I've ever seen something that gives you stuff, that's totally it right there. Try to find that seed you're looking for from the Budding Apothecary machine. Generates flora. See, look at that. Look at that. Had no idea, everybody. Walk right into it. I could spot it in a second. Because that means that's something I can put down in my camp and it will generate resources, because that's what I love to do. Have it auto-generate resources. Can't build it in a shelter. Well, I've only got 700 left. YOLO, everybody. Let's hope the ant farm doesn't generate stuff either. No, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't say that it does. I don't know if it does or not. But I can spot something that generates loot from a mile away, everybody. And those are probably the most valuable things in there, I think. What do we got? Sports Week. Some sort of lacrosse thing there. And a whole bunch of stuff. Bowling ball and stuff. Okay. What do we got over here? Oh, man, you get the actual bowling alley itself. Oh, that's cool. Not enough atoms to make it happen. Oh, look at that Nuka-Cola machine. Oh, that's probably my favorite. What's that called? Soda Fountain Brewing Workbench. I wonder if that actually gives you something. Is that actually what's that? Requires brewing workstation to be learned. Oh, I don't even know that. But that's okay. So it's a brewing station. Oh, that's cool. See, that's the cool. See, I can spot the coolest thing in the thing right away, and it's that Soda Fountain Workbench. That's super cool. So I would just grab that, but, you know, for 1,500 more, you get a whole building and a whole bunch of alleys and all of that other stuff you can go in and do. That's cool. All right. Sadly, Kismet is atoms poor right now. Maybe I can hit up Bethesda to throw me some more atoms my way. Let's see. All right, what do we want to do? Private adventure or open world today? Kind of feeling like open world just to kind of get into the events. What time is it? It's 1:30. All right, we got 10 minutes till some event goes on. Yes, happy 4th of July, Flux. Thanks for coming in. That looks nice. Yeah, right. They got lots of cool stuff. in there. Now, one of the things that I like to do straight away is first to get my camp. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. See what we got going. Now, we're going to start some battles and some races here in a bit as well. But first, we're going to go ahead and load in. I've not loaded in almost a month, everybody. That's pretty freaky. That's a long time for me not to be doing things. Wow, look at the cool fog up there. I knew that was going to happen. It usually happens about 10 times when I log in. I got to just, somebody's in my spot. And then I got to go out of there and I got to go back in the main menu. So I'm going to do this a couple times until I find a server that's going to allow me to put my camp down. Now, of course, the smart thing would be to have an option that says, you know, put me on a server where I can put my camp down. Instead of me having to go in and out of the server 50 times until I find one where someone's not in my particular spot. Now, I like this particular spot because it's right by the vendor. You can do all your stuff, clear all your loot. It's also fairly in the center of the map as well, which is super useful. Yeah, there you go. Using those 4th of July emotes. Don't forget, everybody, you have your 4th of July emotes. That's one of the benefits of being a sub here in the channel. All right, let's see. All right, there's that mega build. Oh, one of my favorite builds that I've done. Holy mackerel, it's going to take a minute. It's got lots of stuff going on there. Now, again, one of the things you want to do right away, of course, I'm already overburdened. I'm sure I have tons of loot on me, is to go ahead and put down that thing that's going to generate you more loot. Let's see, right here. Let's see what this thing does. Let's see if I can fit it in my camp. Where's my collection stuff over here? Let's just kind of set it off to the side. Oh, it actually works. All right, cool. What does it do? Budding Apothecary. I would imagine it does like, produces like, food and stuff, because it looks like it's got that in there. We'll let it run. Don't tell me. Part of the fun is figuring it out. Let's go ahead and get all of our other stuff here. We're going to get our fertilizer. We're going to get all of our stuff here. And you can see I'm just generating tons of stuff. Coffee, honey, popcorn. Anything that I could generate, I constantly have that stuff running at my camp, because basically it's making me money while I'm doing other stuff. Or resources that I could use in there, including the tree sap collector there, what's known as the morbid well, so it's producing blood and things of that nature, and just kind of generating all of that stuff. Now, of course, the one I like the most, of course, just like in Fallout 4, if you watched me yesterday, of course, is the purified water. Right here, of course, I'm generating 60 purified water at one time, so I want to go ahead and log in. Grab all that purified water out of there. I love the animation of little bubbles coming up. When I was a kid, everybody, we used to have these. We used to have this, and, you know, you'd have, what was it, Sparklets or Arrowhead water in California. I forget what the name of them were. And they would show up with a couple of these bottles, and you would put it on your thing, and then you would do the thing. The only thing is that, you know, all that stuff was tap water anyway. If you find out later on that they're basically just tap water that they put in a bottle to make it convenient for you to put in your little thing over there. Very cool. I wonder if this thing actually uses power. Hold on, let's go check and see. It does not. Okay. If it used power, it would tell us in there. It would have a little thing like this in there telling us that we need that power. Doesn't look like it needs power. It looks like it's just going to sit there and hopefully make me some loot. And there we go. So that's my whole kind of loot collection side over there that automatically does it. Now, one of the things we definitely want to do is kind of pop into my bed. Nom. He nom-nommed me, everybody. This is one of my favorite things in the game, everybody. I don't know who came up with this, but it was a stroke of genius. It's actually a bed. So basically, the plant grabs you, puts you up there. By the way, you're protected against getting killed up there, too. And then while you're in the bed there, you basically just kind of wait around until you see the thing pop up. Now, in my case, instead of getting well rested, I'm going to get Kindred Spirit because I have my ally, which I still got all these ally quests to do. I got so many quests and stuff to redo because I did restart the game for the 6th time. There we go, Kindred Spirit. Now, I've got 3 hours of, look at me. Oh, I forgot I got my little spitty hat on there. I always forget I got my spitty hat on. I love that little spitty hat. All right, and then we got that from one of the seasons. Now, of course, one of the things you do in this game, or probably the main thing that you do in this game, is you micromanage all of your stuff. Right, so we got to put that stuff away into the scrap box. We've got to go ahead and make sure, where's my thing? I moved it over here. We got to make sure that we're in repair mode here. There we go. Oh, God, this feels like I'm starting over again. Let's go ahead and scrap anything that we've got. Oh my God, we walked out with a whole bunch of stuff here that we haven't scrapped yet. All right, so we got to go through. We got to clear our inventory first. That's number one. So we're going to go ahead and scrap all that. Now, some events are going to come up, and if I'm busy cleaning my stuff up or selling my stuff off, I may or may not skip those events. Clear all those useless weapons. Oh, we have some extra power armor in there as well. We'll go ahead and clear all that out. Don't want to accidentally clear my power armor there. And then a bunch of different suits that we have, sunglasses and hats and things. We'll get all that stuff taken care of. We're about 189. I'm looking at the weight right down here. I'm always looking at that weight or amount to see if my inventory is clear, because you should have a basic idea of when your inventory is clear. So I'm going to go in and grab a bunch of this stuff out. Vampire's pickaxe. Nice. And then just take all this other stuff out of here. I forget what I was trying to save here. Was I trying to save T65? I can't even remember. Let's just say that I was trying to save T65. Oh, and my cave diving suit. Oh, I forgot I got that. I got to put that up on display. That was a quest that we did over there as well. Now, most of the time, what I do is I go and I grab all this loot and I just put it into the thing. You can have up to 5,000 items now, or 5,000 scrit here. I got one called Facebreaker. Nice. And Vampire Pickaxe. And then armor, we've got Raider Power Armor, and some XO1. And I'd love to keep all these things and whatnot, but you just don't have enough space, and it's just a waste of my time to constantly have to micromanage all of that stuff. And I can see already, just by glancing down at my inventory, I have 993 out of 1,200, which means I have a ton of stuff in here that's got to go. Including a bunch of purified water right there. I can see that. That didn't really even go down that much. That's what's really scary right there. Holy mackerel, we got way too much stuff in here. Do we have any junk in there? We got hardened mass, which is 9. We're gonna have to really cut deep here, everybody. We're gonna have to cut deep. All right, let's go ahead and start with some basic other stuff first before we get into that, and that is the ability to go in and basically kind of scrap down a lot of our stuff. So we want to go into smelting here, hit Q, which is one of my favorite features in Fallout 76, because it hides all the other things and just shows you the ones that you can do. So let's go ahead and turn all of that raw food that went bad into fertilizer, and we also doubled up on it there. And then we can turn that fertilizer and put that into our junk here. To get that going on. And then, of course, wherever I go, there's got to be 50 people right there doing their thing. Let's go over here and trade with the vendor here. Let's go ahead and just get rid of all of these mines right here. You're just going to have to wait a second, whoever you are. Because Kismet up here, try to sell his stuff off. Whenever I go to sell my stuff off, everybody, you got to be 50 people right there at the vendor. That's just, I guess, how it goes. I hope I don't need any of this stuff, but I guess we're going to find out here in a second when I look at my quests. If I have to buy it back, no big deal. Wow, look at all that purified water. Holy mackerel. All right, let's go ahead and sell that off. There we go. Sell a bunch of that off. What else we got? All this other stuff can go. Bye-bye. Bobbleheads and other trash. Get that stuff out of there. I have a feeling they're going to run out of... They're going to run out of caps before I run out of stuff. Holy mackerel. Yeah, we've still got a lot of stuff here. I guess you're just going to have to wait a minute, bro. Too many stem packs as well. Let's just take that down to about 15. And anything else I can sell off right now. Probably some of this coffee. I see I have a ton of this coffee in here. There we go. Oh, wow. Radiation Rumble on the first time logging in. Holy mackerel. All right. That's the way to start right there, everybody. Let's go ahead and get everybody in here. I see someone sent me an invite. If I don't know who you are, I am not going to add you to my friends list. You have to say, Kismet, that's me. I'm cold. I'm cold because I just gave you a nickname. I'm cold in the thing. Now what we got to do is whenever I see Radiation Rumble, everybody, I drop everything that I'm doing. Of course, one of the things I definitely want to do is make sure that I repair my weapons before I go and do this. Because that's the number one thing that's going to mess me up. Oh, and I'm very smart in doing so because it does need to be repaired. There we go. All right, now, if I see Radiation Rumble, what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop what I'm doing, go into my team battle mode, and then go ahead and deal with all that other stuff later. I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here. I'm going to go ahead and get in my power armor, and then we're going to beeline for right over there. World full. Why? I don't know, because that's the way it goes sometimes. Looks like you made it in. What's up, Rotisserie G? Feel free to come in and join us. We're going to get into some trouble. Right over here, we've got a bunch of peeps in here. Again, you have to tell me, hey, Kismet, that's me. I'm Coldenio. But if you don't, I'm just going to ignore your invite and eventually just clear you out of there. Let's go bonus intelligence, so everybody's getting that extra XP. Let's see, speaking of XP, let's do our food before I forget and get all wrapped up in it here. Canned meat stew, there we go. We don't have anything else. I wonder if we have any more canned meat stew in here. Great thing about canned meat stew is it doesn't go bad, which I really like. Let's go and throw 3 of those on there. It didn't quite get my buffs going. Let's go ahead and hit those 2 before we hit the road. Right there. Now, those are 2 buffs right there that are just instant buffs. So you don't have to wait around for it to do its stuff and all of that. I just like, meh. We're out. There we go. And so I'm basically going to get +2 to my luck and +2 to my intelligence, which is actually going to give me more XP. Not that I really need to level up, everybody. I'm level 502, and this is actually my 6th character. My last character was level 600 and something as well. So we're going to get into it. Let's start some game sounds on. There we go. Get the gun out. Let's hope we got enough ammo. I just thought of that. Probably should have thought of that back in my base. It looks like we got some.
Today, we're going to be recovering ore to decon. I need some of you in those tunnels gathering goods. And some
All right, getting in my spot.
Don't expect a reward if my people go down. Their survival is a priority.
Turn that down just a little bit. All right, we're back to it, everybody. Now, again, one of the things we want to do, of course, is work on our thing. We still got about 10 seconds, so very quickly we can pop over here into challenges. We can go ahead and see if any of these challenges are stuff. Oh, there's some dark right there. Kill a Scorch, repair some weapons, produce some lead. What do we got for weekly? We're just going to go ahead and click all of that stuff. That one we don't need to do. And then we're going to get out of here, get a little tag 'em and drag 'em. Now, one of the things that I do as a courtesy, everybody, is not insta-kill all the mobs. If you're in here insta-killing all the mobs, you're a jerk. I'm sorry, but Kismet going to tell it to you straight. The reason why is because people in here try to get XP, they're trying to get kills, and you insta-killing the mobs just makes it more difficult for, what the heck? Lady, get out of my face. Makes it more difficult for all the new players to get a hit in, right? You got to think that you might be a little bit too OP. If you're one-shotting your mobs over here, just tag them a little bit, and then let someone else tag them, let someone else tag them, and so on and so forth. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using an explosive weapon, a 50 cal. And the reason why I use the 50 cal is because it has a lot of bullets in it. I don't have to reload as much. And you can see that I just try to get a little shot in, maybe shoot around the corner just a little bit, just to try to tag those mobs before somebody up above me there just one-shots everything and whatnot. So I purposely try not to insta-kill the mobs so that people can get a hit in. Same thing over here. My crew is tagging those mobs on that side while I'm tagging mobs on this side so that everybody can get a hit in. And you're like, well, Kismet, if I shoot them, they'll die faster and thus producing more mobs. True, but that's only for you. If you want to be a selfish bastard, I can do that just as easy, everybody. It's not that unique. Everyone can get the bloodied set and get themselves an instant kill weapon. In fact, all I gotta do is hold down the button and I could instantly wipe these guys out in just a second or two, even with this weapon. But one of the things that I think about is if I don't insta-kill them and just tag them and drag them in, let everybody get a hit in, then what it's doing is it's multiplying the loot, because each person has individual loot, right? So if I hit this mob, boom, I'm going to get the drop. Whoever hit the mob also going to get the drop, and so on and so forth. You get the general idea. So what it does is starts to compound the loot. So instead of just one person insta-killing all the mobs, what it does is it then 2 people are getting it. So now it's twice as many loot. Then it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 10 times the loot, right? It can be up to 24 times the loot that we will be getting because everybody got a hit in. Now, of course, you don't need to, let them hang around for a month. You just tag them a little bit, drag them in, and GG's, it's all good. Now, don't be that guy or that other guy. Don't be that guy. Unless you're going down and collecting the stuff, don't stand forward like that because there's a spawn point out there. When you stand forward like that, what it's going to do is cause the mobs to spawn further back or spawn in a weird way. Like sometimes they'll spawn up here at the top, way back here in the corner because you're way out on that side over there. Right? Now, of course, if you don't want to do this, you can also get Fallout first and just try to hope you get Radiation Rumble on your own server, and then you don't have to deal with other people. So if you want a one-shot, do it on your own server, and be a little sensitive to everybody else, including new players who literally sometimes could not get a shot in. I mean, if they come in there, even at level 50, or even at level 500 like me, even I have trouble getting a shot in. And that's really scary if you think about it. That's really tough. Now, you also want to do the collection rewards where you go down and you collect deposits in the different tunnels, and then you come back and you drop off those deposits as well. Now, these guys are really screwing up my side over here, but we can see over here we're getting lots of nice spawn. You want to let that spawn come in, let everybody get a hit in for a second or two, and then you go ahead and you wipe out the mobs. And you also want to maybe defend the people if you feel like it. Now, I don't really worry about whether the event finishes or not, because I don't care. The only thing I care about is if the NPCs survive and I just keep getting more and more XP from this event. Because that's mainly what this event is about. The drops I don't even care about, though there is a massive amount of drops. You can thank this event as well for the AoE looting. Because this event sometimes takes longer to loot it than it does to actually do the event. Which is pretty crazy if you think about it. That's a crazy tight load. Speaking of level up, there we go. Number 503 right there. Over there. Again, every now and again, I'll shoot up in here to drag any mobs that are in the backside here. And I'll just come over here. TARDIS is holding it down over there. Yeah, a little pew-pew over on that side to get it going. Oh, somebody actually died out there. Oh, okay. An alligator's coming in. So again, what I try to do is I try to do a solid for my fellow vault dwellers. And basically try to multiply that loot. And some people are selfish bastards and they'll just one-shot them. You'll see it happen right here. Very, very often where they'll just insta-kill all the mobs. Now, I could have my team insta-kill all the mobs and I would still get credit. But again, they know to, ease off a little bit. Just take a little bit of a pew-pew there and then ease off and whatnot. And see, these people up here are just trying to get a hit in, and I feel bad for them. They're just trying to get a hit in. Again, I just kind of barely just kind of pew-pew, a little shot here, a little shot there. It's all you need to do. Now, my strongest suggestion is to get an explosive weapon in the early game, and really even in the late game. Have an explosive weapon where you can just kind of tag the area, tag mobs on that side, and tag any mobs that are coming through on this side as well. And there we go, more XP. Now, another thing that this does, because we're in kind of intelligence mode, is that it does give us XP toward the event, right? So that's pretty much what you're trying to farm the XP for, is for that event as well. So you're basically getting your event stuff up as well. So you see me kind of go back and forth and kind of, shoot over that way and then come back over here and shoot over this way. And I try to reload in between, but there's always somebody who's up there blocking the spawn. Now, if they just stand back here with an explosive weapon and everybody kind of let people get a hit in, you wouldn't have to run up there and try to steal all the mobs, because that's what this guy's trying to do. He's up there trying to, melee all the mobs, which is a tough thing to do when you got, 10, 20 people in the event. It really sucks. One of the things that I really hate about MMOs as well is those people, when you're playing melee or you're the tank or somebody like that and you're trying to run up to hit the mob, and then the second you're about to hit the mob, somebody shoots the mob range and then pulls the mob and you're chasing the mob. I refuse to chase the mob. If you pull the boss, you're taking the boss. That's our rule. So, of course, DPS learns real quick to wait until the tank gets aggro. Because we've let the DPS take the boss before. And usually they die. We say, oh, okay, did you see where you went wrong there? Yeah, wait until the tank grabs aggro first. Then you pull, then you start to DPS. I find it's one of the most hilarious things, the hilarious things ever. Now remember, it's your game. You can play it however you want. That's just my suggestion, is to, you know, kind of do a solid for everybody else. But again, if you want to be that person who's all about yourself and just kill the mobs as quick as possible, oh look, there's one of those things, one of those booster thingies. Then hey, you do you. I ain't your papa. You do you, and you do your thing. Right there, boom. Oh man, look how slow that AoE looting is. Oh, look at that, exterminator shish kebab plus 50% damage to insects. Why not? Oh, it pops up on the left now. I noticed it didn't pop up in the center. I hate when it pops up in the center. That's cool. It actually pops it up on the thing, so that's a definite change there. Now, what I did is I AoE looted, and you can thank this event for this. They added the AoE looting right over here, so you don't have to go to each individual thing. Also, it's a lot easier if there's a bunch of people standing on your stuff, so you can just go ahead and grab... Oh, yeah, right over here. Oh, I love that. I love that. How it doesn't just pop up in the middle of the screen while you're trying to battle. Yeah, very nice. And then sometimes there's some extra mobs down there. This actually doesn't go very far. I think I've only once ever run down in there. And it's not very far. It's just a couple little rooms down there where the mobs are spawning from. And of course, they're running up to here as well. But again, if you want to be cool in the wasteland, everybody, do a solid for your fellow vault dweller. Help them out when they're in need. That's one of the things I love about the Fallout community, everybody. And they tried to make it into like a PUBG where everybody was going to battle over resources and all of that. I find the bulk of the Fallout community is not like that at all. They really do want to rebuild the wasteland. How's it going, number 18? How you doing? You're looking good. Looking good. Big love. Big love, newbie. Thumbs up to you. All right. And so, love to... Give the love to the newbies, everybody. If people want to come and play. Like somebody level 15 in here. By the way, if you can get a hit in, someone needs to put their clothes on. If you can get a hit in at that level 15, if you got an explosive weapon, you can get 10 levels in there. Easy. Easy. Very easily. Now, one of the cool things about my build as well is that I can carry a lot of stuff. And I don't really care about the stuff itself. I care about the XP because it helps me in my thing as well. Looks nice. Yes, yes. Kismet the Fallout Cop. Hey, I'm not telling you what to do with your life. I'm just giving you some suggestions. You do what you got to do. If you feel like Flux, you want to go in and just kill every single mob because you only care about yourself, you go right ahead, bro. Again, I'm not your papa. I'm not your papa, and even if I was your papa, you still do your own thing. If you just want to go in guns blazing, say screw everybody else, I'm the most important person in this game, I'm just going to kill everything instantly, screw it. Hey, that's you. You do you. And I know some people have that mentality. They have that mentality like, hey, it's my thing. I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's the way it's going to be. Hey, again, your life choices, you go right ahead. For me, I try to look out for the fellow people because I feel like the bulk of the Fallout community is like that, and that's why Fallout 76 was so incredibly fail at the beginning of the game, because they totally underestimated the amount of people who wanted to PvP and the amount of people who wanted to just play with their friends. I think they should take the PvP part of the whole entire adventure mode out and then give a nice PvP area for people who want to PvP. Go in there and just PvP all day long. Go for it. Which I thought was really great, the nuclear winter, until a bunch of cheaters got in there and started cheating, because they always have to cheat because they're, you know, so low self-esteem that they can't just go in and play it the normal way. It's the way it is in every kind of competitive game like that. You always got the cheaters, and people are using all the cheat stuff. I don't even know how they cheat, and I don't want to know. But I know they do cheat, because they can shoot me through walls, and they know exactly where I am, that kind of stuff. I don't want to know. I don't like to cheat. I feel like when you cheat, you just cheat yourself out of the enjoyment of the game. Also, when you're just insta-killing mobs, you're cheating other people out of enjoyment of the game as well. A great example is when you're playing like an MMO, or even in this game. If I had a friend and the friend started joining and I'm level 500 and they're level 5, and I'm running around with them, if I'm just insta-killing all of the mobs, well, hey, some people probably like that. But most people, like me, would not like that. because guess what? I want to participate too. I want to shoot some mobs. I want to get some loot. I want to participate in the game. I don't want it to just be fast track, easy mode to the end. And I've had that trouble in Ark before. One of my members, just like, you know, he's level 999. Everybody else is level 1. We're all getting owned. And then he's just the everything person. Oh, I'll make the base. I'll tame all the mobs. I'll do all the thing. But wait a minute. Now everybody else feels like they're not very important. It feels like they don't have anything to do, that they can't contribute to the success of the group. Very important, everybody. Very important that everybody feels an important part of the team. This is something I talk about all the time when I'm playing 7 Days to Die and stuff like that. Don't try to be the everything person. Try to be great at what you're doing. Communicate to other people. And then together, we're way better than any individual person will be. I find that's an amazing thing, everybody, when people do it. Somebody dropped a nuke. I bet you it was Menturos, because look at that sweet-looking nuke right there. Well, kind of hard to see. Look at that. Now, that's how you do a nuke right there, everybody. Look, he hit all of the different points. That's got to be Menturos, because he is the nuke master. Oh, let's go see our new thing over here. Do we get anything? Oh, yes, it was what I guessed. Tato flowers and strange blooms. So, yeah, we're getting some... I can spot a thing from my camp at a mile away, everybody. I think that's free loot that's just generating all the time. It's just like purified water in Fallout 4. Anything that's just generating me income, that's generating me loot without me having to do anything, that's the heaven right there, everybody. That's the good stuff. All right, so we got a nuke to do here. Now, what else we got to do? We got some stuff to sell. We got the inventory to clear. Holy mackerel, my inventory is just obscenely overburdened in here, and it's probably because of whatever else I got in here. Holy mackerel, got 92 stuff in there. Let's go ahead and see. I bet you it's because of this glowing mass right here. Yeah, look at that, 61 glowing mass. And I don't have enough, I bet you I don't have enough flora to convert that stuff into something. Let me get out of my power armor here, huh? Let's check our, the Tinker Bench. Oh, God, I always forget where it is. No, I think it's going to be over here. I haven't done it so long. It's, yeah, right here. Okay, nuked flora. So what do we got? We got 43. We got 61 glowing mass. Glowing mass being the heaviest of the elements here. And then we need some flux, depending on which flux that we want. Now, I don't really need any flux. I probably have plenty of flux in there. The way you know is you go try to make a radiation arch or something that uses the flux. God, I can't remember where that radiation arch is. I think miscellaneous, right? Way at the bottom. Yeah, right here. So there we go. So it's going to tell me over there that I have 87 cobalt, 89 crimson, 77 fluorescent. Violent flux, 96. I've got 86 pure yellow. I try to have them nice and balanced. I got 8,000 aluminum, 6,000 circuitry. I'm not really hurting for resources, so I could, in theory, get rid of that. Now, we learned, Menturos, take note if you're watching the stream, that we learned last time that if we actually nuke the actual nuke area of Nuka World, including hitting the abandoned shaft, so we hit this whole entire part here, what we could do is get a massive amount of that loot as well at the same time. So we can get radiated loot by nuking the both the nuke area where the mob's going to spawn, as well as that down there. And you have to get it as close as possible too. So you have to get just barely this, and then swing as far up into here, because the actual boss is up here in the upper corner. So you have to just barely hit this, but then go as far this direction as you can. Otherwise, the area which is spawning does not actually is not actually radiated. All right. Now, normally I move my camp down, but I'm not going to bother here. I'm just going to go ahead and join the event now that it's up. We're going to go take on the Scorchbeast Queen. It's kind of like playing ESO last night, running with a friend, and she took me to a higher level dungeon. She told me to stay back because I was only level 5. That's right there, protecting your friend. Now my main quest is busted. Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Oh, man, look at the Scorchbeast Queen getting annihilated. Oh, and Invaders from Beyond is up as well. So we want to go. Oh, God, look at this Scorchbeast Queen, everybody. She's going to be dead within the first few seconds. Holy mackerel. Oh, I'm not even sharing a card here. Let's go throw some adrenaline in there. Something after me. I always tell when something's hitting me. Every other mob in the wasteland's on me. Pew, pew, pew! This is one of my favorite battles, everybody, but this battle's over. If you didn't teleport straight here within the first minute, you missed out on it. right there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and AoE loot this if I can. Like that. And then I'm going to let everybody else battle all these mobs. And I'm going to peace out of here later. Because right now, someone who doesn't care about somebody else is starting this other event. And I try to wait on events. I try to wait until the last couple minutes or so. So people can transition from one battle, like the Scorchbeast Queen, and transition over there. See, now that's what makes that unfun, when it dies within a minute. I think it's more fun when it's a challenge and everybody has to work together. Oh, this is a good spot, too. What we got to do is we got to investigate the alien thing here, but we got to tag some Scorch while we're at it. Now, again, notice I'm not just insta-killing the Scorch. I'm just going to tag him and drag him. And now we've got this started over here. This way, anybody else who comes in after me can get me. I can sit here and take this damage all day long from 50 of these guys hanging out of my power armor. Now, I can go ahead and investigate and examine it, but I am not going to do it at all. I'm just going to drag the mobs over here and wait for peeps to show up. And some people have an instinctive need to annihilate all of the mobs. See, like that. But see, one of the things about that is that that's a daily quest. You can see right there. And so another reason not to insta-kill mobs, because people have to actually physically tag. There it goes. See, look, that had 4 or 5 more minutes left, and people right now are trying to clear their inventory and do stuff. These are just kind of courtesy things that I do for other people. I can be as big an a-hole as anybody, but I choose not to be, and that's the hardest thing to do in life, everybody. Not choosing the easy road. Not choosing the road in which is all about you.
However, they can be avoided by repositioning out of range.
Okay. Now, I can tell you that this is the first one because I've done this event like 1,000 times. And again, just tag them and drag them, because by the time you even tag them, everybody, they're going to already be dead. Especially when you're on a server like this where a lot of people are super OP. It's easy to be OP in this game, everybody. Pretty easy. By the time you hit level 50, you're good to go. Again, you see as they teleport in, just tagging them a little bit and dragging them.
Is coming down now. That brought down the force field. Destroy the brainwave siphon. Good. Now move to the second siphon. We need to draw out another commander there.
Okay, now good time to do some AoE looting.
Aircraft is reconfiguring. Expect
Got me a bunch of
missile
50
strikes
cal
from
back.
above.
It's pretty nice. And then we're going to go ahead and run on over here. See if they're producing anybody. Nope, not on this side. It's over on the other side over there. Because I don't have a jetpack because I'm a big fat slacker, in this playthrough, I got to run like this. Now, if I miss a bunch of it, I don't care. If I don't get the loot, still don't care. Because my character's so built up and I have tons and tons of loot, really what I want is the XP, right? So I want to go ahead and tag some mobs over here. Get that XP. And I want my team to get that XP as well.
Eliminate both of them to bring it down.
Ow. The little ship now, wherever it is blasting everybody. And just, you know, a little tap here, a little tap there. Good to get on the high ground where you can see the mobs as well.
The brainwave siphon may now be destroyed. Two siphons down, and only one remaining.
Some peeps got killed. Alright, more AoE looting. Give me some more ammo. Now, another thing that this does is saves me from utilizing all my ammo, too. So, instead of just blasting tons of ammo and then have to go collect more resources to do more stuff, I just kind of, you know, do a little pew-pew. Do a little pew-pew, get a little XP, and we're good to go. This is the same thing like the other thing. People just all out firing, trying to kill the mobs as quick as possible. And then everybody else having trouble getting a hit in. And there might be an event, because sometimes there is. I don't know what it is about this particular event that they like us to take pictures of dead aliens. I don't know. Now, of all the mobs you want to hit, this would be the one right over here, which is the Zeta. Because he's a legendary. He's a 3-star. Sometimes there's mobs back here in the spawn.
Now, take down the final siphon.
And then you tag that last little thing over there, and it'll be dead.
Work. The invaders are retreating from this area.
And there you go. Now, what you really want is you want the finished stuff right here, because that might be a special pattern that you get from that. So let's see what we got. We got Alien Tube. We got that. That's pretty cool. A pretty cool reward. And there's also, like, of course, rare rewards in there as well. And that's what you really want, is those drops. You want the XP and you want the drops. But I probably already have that plan. Oh, look, I got the Titan plushie in there as well. Wow, look at all these cool things I have hanging out in here. And one of those things should have been the... Oh, my gosh, look at all these things in here. Alien Tube, there we go. Backpack Flare from Bottle. We got Cappy Backpack Flare. We got a whole bunch of goodies in there as well that we could sell to the general public. That's one of the greatest things they added to the game, is the ability to sell stuff to other players. Now, another thing that I do, because I am the Wasteland Tycoon, and I'm not really worried about... By the way, I'm wearing my gun stock thing today. That's where we went horseback riding in Hawaii, by the way. Big love to gun stock out there. Got myself a little sticker. I got to put it on my suitcase. Of all the places I've traveled with my suitcase. So what I do is, once I get that loot, I'm out of there. I jump on out of there, and then you have to go into, okay, I've got to clear my stuff before the next event happens. So I'll roll on up in here, get out of my power armor, like so. Now, no one can grab your power armor. Once you grab that power armor, it is yours. And the cool thing also is you just pick it right up, too, which I think is a great change from Fallout 4, because it doesn't have to be always so realistic, everybody. Some people get all wrapped up and everything has to be so realistic, like the real world and all of that stuff. I don't care. I just want it to be fun. Notice I hit T and it puts some of the stuff away, but not all of it, because some of the stuff is some of the... Mute the game. Is some of the weapons that I picked up that I need to scrap. So let's go ahead and scrap a bunch of this stuff. This is all the new stuff I just picked up. The new thing is actually fairly useful. When it's just telling you all your random stuff, as well as I picked up a bunch of random legendaries that I can also go in here and try to get rid of those. Fire Axe, oh, Cryolator, that'd be fun to play with, but I don't have enough room, so let's get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of the Gauntlet. We got Chameleon T45, okay. Life-saving marine armor, no thank you. Oh, we're trying to save the... now I remember, we're trying to save the scout armor. That's what it was we were trying to do. Just came back to me. Meanwhile, by the way, this stuff's generating more loot for me while I'm busy doing other things. There we go. We got rid of that. Now when we hit T, it'll take all of the loot that we're not using and move that off. Now I've got 100,000. Yeah, that's not a typo or me saying it wrong. There's 100,000 ammo in here. Because what I do is I backlog it, make a ton of it, put it into my little ammo box here, which doesn't weigh anything, and it's super, super useful. And again, one of the things I would definitely do is deep cut your stuff here. And I wish this stuff showed as the fact that it was in a thing, like with a little square next to it, or it basically hid that whenever you had it in a display case. That would be awesome. Let's see, that canned coffee is costing me 37 stack weight. All right, it's all got to go. Now, at this point, I just say, screw it. I would rather have the space so I could throw these legendaries eventually that I'm going to get today, because I'm going to run out of ability to sell them or to trade them out. And I just cut super deep, everybody. I just go in and I'm just like, I don't care about that stuff, because I can always get all of that stuff again. And this is what usually happens. It's usually your food and drink and your aid. Look at that. Now I'm down to 292. So that was literally 600 worth of weight there. Now there's another thing I really need to work on as well, and that's my legendary modules here. That's how you make the legendary gear. I have 284 of them, and they're costing me 71 in my stack weight in my storage, which really sucks because it's burning that up. I've got some improved repair kits in here as well, some claim tokens. Now, one of the things I suggest you do is sort it by weight and see what the heaviest thing in there. Right now, a super mutant head is the heaviest thing. Let's take that out. And if I go by stack weight, then that's different. We can see that legendary modules are first, and then by stack weight, it'd be claim tokens. I can go ahead and use up those claim tokens. Then it would be improved repair kits, basic repair kits. Never going to use those. What the heck? Why is that stuff jumping around all over? I hate it when it jumps around like that when you're trying to get it. And it's jumping around because I have it by stack weight. All right, so we got all that out of there. We could probably put whatever else back in there. So now what we're trying to do is basically reduce our overall stuff. Now, our holotapes don't take anything. I wish I could take all those holotapes and put it in a separate thing so I don't have to look at them in there because I'm never going to touch those again like you can in Fallout 4. Same thing with all of these notes, right? Am I really going to do anything with these notes? Not really. Probably not use them again. We've got a bunch of hardened mass in there, which is taking up a stack weight of 9, so I'm going to take that out as well. Now I'm at 248. We got a mod in there. How about ammo? We got a bunch of fusion cores and some plasma cores. Don't need the plasma cores. And maybe fusion cores. We've got some fusion cores that we're also charging here as well. Do we have any fusion cores that need to be charged? Yeah, we got a couple there. Now, I actually have a fusion core charger, which is one of the greatest things they've added to the game other than the coffee, which is pretty cool. So I can kind of pop over here and just put those in and let those charge. And I find now, if you have more than like 20 fusion cores, you've probably got too many. That is for sure. So I'm going to go over here again, go ahead and drop this stuff off, and then I'm going to go over here and actually look at how many caps do I have. How many caps do I have right now? About 8,000. I need about 17,000 caps to continue to buy like the highest in patterns in the game. So what I'm going to do is just go over here and just pick something to sell off, like my coffee here. I can go ahead and sell this off right over here. Why am I selling 42 of those? Let's see, how much is it worth? 4, so we want to sell about 10. There we go. And we're going to sell that off, and we're good. Now, if we want to go ahead and get that last 2 caps, we could use our bobby pins. I have 46 of them on me right now, but I only need 1. Because I instantly open stuff, I'll never break a bobby pin again, as well as I instantly open terminals, instantly open items because of my legendary perk. So I don't even need that many bobby pins, so I use them to get the last caps. Now, the problem is unlike vendors in Fallout 4, I can't get all of that caps back. If I buy stuff from the vendor, it doesn't give you 100% of the caps back in the vendor. It only gives you 1/4 of that value if I buy something. So if I go in and I buy some patterns, which I can't because I already know them all, but I could still buy them just to buy them and then get rid of them. Now, there's another way to... another death from above there. Let's see what we're doing. Probably going to be doing... Yeah, look at that. Very nice. That's a really good nuke there. Good job. Good job. What I really want to do is think about, okay, well, what do I want to do with this stuff? Do I just want to give this stuff away, or do I want to put them in my little vending machine over here? Now, this is 2 other players. So what I do, say my alien tube right here, and they added the ability to actually just put the number in right there, which is awesome, is that no matter what the value of the item is, I sell it for 5 caps. That's right. This is another way that I do solids for others. Now, other people be like, oh, man, I don't want to sell it for that because I want to make every single cap that I can. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your money. You do what you want with your money. But for me, this is another solid I do for the Wasteland, is simply go in and do this. Now, this does take a lot of my time to do this as well. So I just try to double-click over here and get this going. And I'm probably going to go ahead and just skip the event here just so I can kind of clear this stuff out here, and a lot of people can come over here and grab some stuff. It's really cool as a low-level player when you run through and you see a bunch of cheap stuff in there because, you don't have that many caps in the very beginning and you're just getting started, and somebody does you a solid by giving you some cheap stuff, and even stuff that's worth tens of thousands or even 40,000 caps, which I've sold stuff that was worth that much. in my vendor for only 5 caps. Because I don't have to worry about it. I mean, if I really wanted to make lots of money, I could easily do so every single day and twice on Sundays if I wanted to. Right here. And then this one I sell for 10 because it's a treasure map and just because I feel like it. There we go. So now I've got a bunch of stuff. People can come over and buy that stuff. Now, here's one of the things you don't want to do. You don't want to be on your vendor while you are doing all this vendoring stuff. What you want to do is have another vendor somewhere where you can work on your vending, and then people who are running up to your camp, they can go ahead and just get into the vendor nice and easy without you being in the way. So I always suggest having 2 separate vendors. Now, me, I like to have my vendor in my shelter. Like, Kismet, why don't you build out this shelter? Okay. We're talking about. I'm not a hoarder. I don't know what you're talking about. You should see my other shelters. All right, so we've got this one set up here, so I can just kind of come in here, and then I've got another vendor over here that I can work this vendor over here while people are using my other vendor over there. Now, again, a lot of times what I will do is I will just drop this stuff and get rid of it. Or what you can do is you can actually sell stuff and try to make some money on it, right? So say glowing mass here, right? How much is glowing mass worth? Well, if I go in, and if I have to load it up here, if I go into my little spreadsheet here, I'm going to come back to play Nitro too. I got to get that going. Man, I'm totally, how far am I in? Oh, about right, about an hour in. We'll get that stuff started. So what I can do is go into 76 notes here, and you can see that I have a bunch of stuff that I've gone in and looked at the value and whatnot. Now, the last time I looked up the value was like 7/8 of 2022, which was a long time ago. Because this is another whole game within the game, and that is the ability to sell stuff, make caps from other people, and then use those caps from people who buy your stuff to sell to other people. Now, the number one thing I would do right away is if you are making a spreadsheet or you're trying to figure out the value of stuff, I'll make it a little smaller so I can see it, is the first thing you do is you go figure out the value in the store. Right? So if you go in the store and you talk to the store and you say, okay, how much is this worth if I just sell it to the vendor? That should be your base price, right? If you even want to sell it to other people for that base price, that's okay as well. But I would not sell it below that price, or the people are just going to buy it from yours and just go sell it to the vendor as well. At least try to get to the vendor value of something that you're selling, right? And so what I'll do is I'll go in and say, I've got 10,000 million stem packs in here and rataways and who knows what. And I'll go in and say, you know what? I got tons of stem packs in here. Let's say 100 of these stem packs. So while I'm putting them back in my inventory, I can set a price for them. Now, if I look in here and I look at what the price is here, say 10. What's this? This is my price is 10. To the store, they're 8. And then in the Pip-Boy, it says it's worth 30, but it's worth whatever the market can bear, everybody. And 10 is a good average price. Sometimes I see them for as much as 15 or as high as 35, which I can see over here. So these are the prices in which I saw on the market, right? I go to people's different vendors and I get an average price of the high end and the low end. And then I choose what I want to do, right? I don't necessarily worry about making too much profit from it. But there's so much loot that you cannot sell the loot to the vendors. You must, at some point, either throw the stuff away, or you give it away to somebody, or you just, sell it on your vendor. So in my case, I can do, this is going to be 10. So we'll put that up there, and now we're selling 100 stem packs for 10 each, right? Now, do people need stem packs? Probably not, because they drop like candy up in this game. And the same thing with everything else. Now, here's another great little trick, everybody, is that glowing blood here, for people who don't know the trick that we know, the glowing blood is actually a fairly rare thing. They might be making themselves some stuff. Or they might be making themselves some higher end items. Now, I don't like to take advantage of noobs. Some people do. Some people put it up there for 10,000 when it's only worth like 100 caps. They'll buy it from the vendor and then resell it, whatever. You know, it is a buying and selling, democracy kind of thing, free market kind of economy. But I just find that to be a scumbag thing to do, to take advantage of people. Not making a little profit. That's okay, but don't be a scumbag about it. But again, it's your game. You do what you want. Let's see. Do I have this even in here? Glowing mass. Let's see. Where would I have glowing mass? That's a good question. Glowing blood is 10. High radiation fluids 13. Glowing mass. Don't see it in there. Don't see it in there. Now, again, I could just spend a lot of time just doing this, everybody. Just doing this big time. Now, if I look at it in the Pip-Boy, it says it's worth 30. Now, I find there's a great calculation that you could use for figuring that out, and my actual spreadsheet does that, I believe. Yes, right here. It is the value of what it is divided by 4. Right, so that's basically what the price of it would be in the vendor, roughly. So if I take glowing blood here, which actually, wait, no, I do have glowing blood right here. If I take glowing blood and it's worth 30, right, that's what it says it's in the Pip-Boy. But if I go to sell it to the vendor, if I divide that by 4, it's actually 8, and so I can just sell it for 10. Now, is that the actual value in the market? Kind of seems so, because that's what I've seen it for, is 10. Because this is what I've seen it for in the Wasteland. And that's about what I sell it for 10. Now, for somebody else, it might be worth way more than that. For me, I don't really care. But if it's going to be sitting in my inventory, at least I should be, selling it off to peeps who might want to use it. And then the same thing over here. And sometimes I get to a point where I just don't care anymore. Where I just want to get it out of my inventory. Like right here is 13. Best thing to do is actually to use odd numbers like 13. 13 is a great number to sell stuff. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to sell 13. I meant to sell them all. There we go. And then put it in there for 13 because it's an odd number. Same thing like $14.99 or $19.99. Those kind of numbers make you feel like it's a little cheaper than it really is by 1 penny. But in your mind, you think, oh, wow, I'm getting a deal. It's not $20. It's $19.99. There's been a lot of studies done on that as well. And the same thing here with all this other stuff, right? Disease cures and whatnot. Now, another thing that you can do is not intend to sell any of this stuff. Your intention is to never sell any of this. But what you want to do is put it in there so that it looks like you've got a camp that's got lots of stuff going on, right? Like Radex here, we'll put that for 10. Diluted stem packs, it's at 15, so 1/4 of 15 would be roughly 5. Again, you can just do the math in your head. Oh, no, that's quantity. Do quantity first. There we go. So 1/4 of that, roughly 5 in there, and so on and so forth. So you can do all the math in your head, or you can just have a spreadsheet figure it out. Like Radaway, same thing. Look, the value of it is 25. 1/4 of it is 6, so sell it for 10. So there we go. Oh, I don't want to put all 92 in there. Let's say 90. And 10. And a lot of people play this game where they just AFK. There's AFK most of the time. And why do they do that? Because, and this I'd sell for like 100. Right? That's a book. Somebody's going to be looking for that. And somebody's going to be like me, everybody. And they're going to be rich. Oh, wait. Actually, I did these wrong. These are super stem packs. Let me take them super stem packs out of there. And do stem packs. There we go. I only need maybe 20 maximum. There we go. Stem packs. Sell favorite item. I just did it again. Hey, stop it. Stem packs. There we go. Let's say 150. And then this is going to be 10. There we go. All right, I got it right. See, someone could have got those for cheap if they were just paying attention. Super stem packs down here should be 20 for super stem packs. And again, I get so much of this stuff that it's no big deal for me, but some new character coming along, or someone who has lots and lots of caps like I usually do, will just burn up their caps. They'll burn up their caps. They'll buy all this stuff and use it to make something else and then sell that stuff at an even higher price than what they actually got it from me, which is pretty cool. But I just try to sell stuff just to get it out of my inventory over time. So when people are coming and looking at my stuff on the map, they aren't just seeing patterns, right? So if you roll over my camp now, it says meds 284, miscellaneous 2, and plan 60. So someone might go, okay, I might go over there and check out what they got, right? They got 60 plans. They got a bunch of meds and stuff I might need. Now, the other thing that is the ultimate in dragging people to your camp is ammo. And if you are like me and you have Fallout First, which I don't think I have the ammo ticket here, and I don't think I can put it in here either because it doesn't actually work on the inside over here. But ammo is one of those great things that attract people to your camp. The problem is, though, I'd have to take it out of my my weight-free area and put it into my actual thing, which is going to weigh me down. Now, you can see already I'm at 600 weight right there, right? So that's not good. So I've already now half my entire thing is taken up with that stuff. And I would suggest if you are going to put stuff in the vendor that you put a little bit in each and every thing. Like glowing mass here is worth 65. Let's go see on the thing here. Glowing mass. Is that in here? Nope, doesn't look like it is. Let's go ahead and add a row right here. I think I have this in alphabetical order, if I'm remembering correctly. Glowing mass. That's worth 35, or what? No, what's it worth? It's worth 65. So if I waited and sell it to the vendor, it would be worth 16 each. So I'd say maybe sell it for 20. Now you can go around and look and see what the market is holding. There's also websites which tell you the general value of things. I don't care about that. I just sell stuff to be convenient for other people and also to clear out my inventory when I don't have the ability, I don't have enough caps to actually sell stuff to the vendor. Now, another thing that I will do is I get to a point where I just don't care about the caps. I don't care about the caps. I don't care about the stuff. I just want to have enough room so when I'm playing the game and I get a bunch of legendaries, I can drop the legendaries in my inventory. And that is a tragedy, everybody. As somebody who likes to play an economic style, the fact that I don't have enough storage to hold all the stuff that I could use to sell is a huge bummer. But it would totally inflate the economy if I could just go and sell all of that stuff in a single day, and people would just grind that out and have millions and millions of caps every single day. So that's why they have particular limits on it, as well as I'm sure there's like server limits for a reason, so it doesn't cause the servers to become unstable. But again, I don't have the ability to sell anything to the thing. So what I do is I do a solid for everybody in the wasteland, and I leave them a little present, especially go into the open world, and you leave them a little present, everybody. You leave them some grenades in here. You go in here, you see if you got any other stuff that you might want to get rid of. Maybe some boiled water in there. Yeah, all right. What about some food? All right, let's get rid of that. You're like, Kismet, that's all good stuff. Yeah, honey, iodized meat. Look at all this food I got in there. Let's go, baby. Let's throw that stuff in there. We can't do anything with it anyway. What's it doing in our inventory? Let's just get it out of there like so. Now, of course, the cool thing is some of this stuff might actually be stuff that people need for their daily quest. But I just literally got rid of hundreds of weight right there. And the same thing over here. Remember, you can always get it again tomorrow. It's no big deal if you get rid of it today. Because, again, you can go and get a ton of that stuff easily tomorrow. Now, I'm also going to sort this by weight. Super Mutant Head, I'm going to get that out of there. Let's see. Ultracite Ore, might keep that stuff. But I can turn in my claim tokens to get rid of that. Miscellaneous is probably the worst. Oh, this is stuff I can't trade as well. I got to get rid of that. And then, of course, we've got hardened mass in here under the junk. Now, hardened mass is different because it's actually a junk item. That item you don't need to get rid of. Now, hardened mass would be one of the main ones I would say do not scrap it until you have, you scrap everything else. So I just hit T to scrap everything else. But it's nice enough to not accidentally scrap that. You used to scrap everything in there. But they came back and they looked at all the items that should not auto-scrap. You have to manually tell it to scrap those things because that's a crafting item that you might want to keep and you don't want to accidentally lose it. But in my case, I can just go ahead and scrap it and it just became ultracite and whatever that other resource, hard mass or whatever. Became ultracite loot in there that I could use in the future for making ultracite ammo and things of that nature. So that one you can just scrap and put away. But all the other stuff you just want to get rid of. Now, what I've done is I've taken my inventory from being maxed out almost, being at 900, and I've saved about 200. And I've also put a bunch of stuff up for sale. And if you really want to, you can spend a lot of time in there just working the vending, right? Just doing the vending and whatnot. Sadly, I don't have enough time to do that. every single day to go in and work the vendor and try to buy all the stuff. I like to let stuff for me to do over time, vendors and things of that nature over time. The thing I like the most, I think they've added to the game, and that is the scoreboard. I absolutely love the scoreboard idea. I love the fact that they put some storyline in there for us to check out. And we'll check out that storyline on Thursdays, and we usually do that. And so far, I have gotten one done. I've got a score booster and a bunch of re-rollers. So let's go ahead and get that score booster going. And then we're going to go ahead and claim our Fallout First item as well. One of the best times to have Fallout First, by the way, whenever there's an event going on. By the way, you can wait to the end of the event, too. You can get all the way to the end, like this, or wherever the end of this sucker is, this way. You can get all the way to the end and then get Fallout First, and then all that other stuff will light up for you. At least it used to, which is pretty cool. All right, so I've gotten one thing in so far, everybody. Now, what you really need to do is you need to get up to 100, right? You want to get all of the cool loot. And we'll look at all the cool loot here in a second. But really what we want to do is look at our challenges. What's our daily challenge that we don't want to do? Deal a critical hit on a sentry bot? Yeah, maybe. Have some Nuka-Cola Dark. Did I have Nuka-Cola Dark? I don't remember. Kill some Scorch. I got to do a couple of those. So I got to get all of this stuff done before I run out of time in about, 30 minutes or so. And so I've got to get that done. Now, the weekly stuff, that stuff we can do later, like eat a meat-based meal. Well, I just put a bunch of meat-based stuff in that thing. So I could run over here, go back in here and say, oh, wait, hold on. I changed my mind. I want to go ahead and pull all of this food back. Like ionized meat is a great idea. And then just go in here, utilize this. Oh, that's right. There's a food and drink in there. Sometimes I get messed up because I go play Fallout 4. And try to see if that ionized meat counts. And it doesn't. Because otherwise it would be clicking off right now. You'd see it go, hey, you got it done. You got it done. Which is a bummer because that is one of my challenges of the day or weekly to eat a bunch of meat-based meals. So that one doesn't count. So let's go ahead and see what else counts, right? So sometimes I'll sell stuff to vendor and then realize that I need it from the vendor. Like great thing is like Nuka-Cola and stuff like that. So let's get some Scorchbeast stuff here. Mirelurk meat, mutt chops. We got some cricket stuff here. Stingwing. What else we got that's all meat-based? We got spoiled meat in there. Okay, we got a little bit of food there. And so what we can do, now again, remember we have all week to do this, so it's not like that big of a hurry. And before you go to craft, of course, you want to make sure that you do have your proper perks on over here. And there I do repair, ammo, whatnot. And that's because I want the super duper over here. And super duper, of course, has a chance of 30% chance to do it. Oh, I need to get another perk in there, another perk in there, too. Menturo's again firing off a nuke. Let's see which one's he going to do this time. Looks like he's going Scorchbeast Queen again. I'm just going to let him shoot those nukes off while I'm doing other things. But I'll get more into that later on. I appreciate them using that up. All right, here we go. We've got a bunch of stuff that we can do right over here. Now, most of the stuff that you're cooking, everybody, just uses wood. And I have 14,000 wood. So I'm fine there. There we go. We doubled up on some of that food there. And then we can just go in. I don't want to use my canned meat stew because that's actually XP food. But I'll just go in here and I'll just eat all this stuff because I don't typically use... Oh, I'm going to use my perfect bubblegum too while I'm at it. What that's going to allow me to do is basically keep my food and water at maximum. And there we go. All right. So now we got that going. Now we do have a bunch of patterns that we need to get rid of because they do weigh us down. You can't trade them, so you just want to go ahead and drop them. Just like that. And there we go. So we got a little plant-based meal going on as well. Now if we do see some that we don't like, we can go ahead and re-roll those ones. Now, I suggest you re-roll the weeklies. And the reason why you want to re-roll the weeklies is because those weeklies are going to give you epics. And you're going to, if you do get an epic version of a weekly, you're going to get much more score than you would if you did it on a daily, I think. We had 2 free re-rolls, and I have 3 extras that I just got from the scoreboard. So let's see. Visit another player's shelter. Easy. Repair weapons, easy. Plant crops, easy. Gulper, a little tougher. Blood Eagles, plant-based meal, easy. And complete, that's easy. Daily ops, 3. That's not too bad. 3 is much better than 5. 3 we might be able to get done, but do I want to do the daily ops? That's the real question. Is there a daily for doing the daily op? Let's say there is not. So if I do the daily op, it's going to take a little bit of time. I have to run through there and do that. So that'd probably be the number one I would re-roll. And so let's re-roll it, see what happens. Let's go. What are we going to get? Kill a Snallygasser. Well, that would have been super useful in that last one I was just in. But that's 10 Snallygassers. So I was like, I don't want to do 10 Snallygassers. Let's see what else we got. All right, now that's epic right there. That's an epic that we just got. So instead of getting 1,000 for that one that we could have went easily and killed a bunch of Snallygassers, there's tons of them everywhere. Basically, I just got 500 more for basically building a miscellaneous item or resource in a workshop or camp. So if I build 10 of those, I get 1,500 right there. And I would use up these re-rollers. I would not save them for a rainy day, at least your free ones. I would use those up every single day. And of course, this is a weekly item. So during the week, I can just go through and re-roll all this other stuff that I don't want to do, like kill 10 gulpers. I can do that pretty easy, but I would rather have the epic version so I can get 1,500 in a week instead of 1,000, right? And it doesn't matter what the epic thing is. I could pretty much do all of this stuff without it being a problem. Even the Invaders from Beyond, I could re-roll that one as well and then try to get an epic one from that. And you, by the way, sometimes you get very unlucky. So you can do 10 re-rolls and not get an epic. So if you do get an epic within a couple rolls like I did, you're pretty lucky. Pretty lucky in the thing. Hey, what up, K-Band Mox? Thanks for coming in. Are all of the vendors linked for cap limit? Yes, Landrew. They did change it a long time ago where they did make it where all the vendors are tied together. It used to be where you had to go vendor to vendor to vendor to get to that. That still had a caps limit of about 1,200. But now they're all tied together. So if you do it from one, all the rest are. But also if you buy stuff from one, all the other vendors also are going to have the same amount of caps as that vendor. Because that the actual cap amount is tied to every vendor, whether you're buying stuff or whether you're selling stuff from them. What I try to do is I try to buy patterns that are around 5,000 caps, and that will get a bunch of caps back up to about, well, it's actually 1,400 in the vendor. So up to about 1,400 caps, and then you go ahead and sell stuff to them, get that 1,400 caps back, buy something for another 5,000 caps, and so on and so forth. Now, remember, I have high charisma as well as a high trade rate, so it may vary based on your charisma. But if you're, in the high levels of the game, what you can do is just simply go in and basically change all your stats. That's right. You can change your charisma. Just pour it all into charisma whenever you're using the vendor, and then pour it all into your other stats when you're not using the vendor. So you can actually switch all that around, which I find to be fantastic. I think that was a fantastic change in the game. I feel like I love the fact with the cards, which comes from Fallout Shelter, by the way. I love the card stacking where you can change your cards in and out and change your perk sets and all of that. All of that stuff was stroke of genius. Some of these quests were not, including that one with that stupid Rose robot. I hate that one. Very few things in life do I hate everybody, but that quest I absolutely hate it. I've done it 6 times now, and I hated it every single time. I keep hoping it's going to be better one day, or I can just skip it where I don't have to do it. It's part of your main quest, and you have to help the raiders as part of your main quest. So I absolutely hate that. Hate that NPC. Played some 76 yourself. Awesome. Was looking for a streamer on Twitch. Love the explanation. Well, you've come to the Wasteland Tycoon. I dominate. Not only do I play Fallout 76, but I'm also playing a mega playthrough number 10 of Fallout 4, both on YouTube and here on Twitch. On Sundays on YouTube, Mondays here on Twitch. We were just playing it yesterday, having a great time, as well as I've played every single Fallout, and I knew about Fallout before anybody, other than, of course, Interplay, way back in the day, because I used to work as a graphic designer for a giant pre-press and printing house, and I saw this little tiny company called Interplay, of course, the makers of the original Fallout, and of course Fallout 2, and they came in with a new game, and they were working on the packaging art. That's what I did. I didn't do the game itself. I worked on the packaging art, so they bring it in. I can't remember if they brought it in or we designed it. It's so long ago, I can't remember. But they bring in the artwork, and then what we do is we output it to film, and then that film goes, and then they actually print out the boxes, and then they take the boxes, and they fold the boxes, and they put all the stuff in the boxes, including your old floppy disks and all that other goodies you used to get for the regular price. Now you have to pay collector's edition costs to get that stuff way back in the day. So I knew about Fallout before anybody. And Fallout is my favorite franchise of them all. Now, on top of that, I'm also sponsored by Bethesda and also Bethesda Gear. I've literally given away thousands of dollars worth of stuff already in the first half of the year, so definitely stick around, hit that follow button, because I give away stuff randomly here in the stream. Huge thanks to them over there for sponsoring my little channel over here, everybody. That's a big sponsor, everybody, for a tiny little channel like mine. And they'll send me codes from time to time. They'll send me atoms to give out to you guys, as well as physical loot, which I've got a bunch I'm shipping out right now, including a $120 Rex statue from Fallout New Vegas, as well as the other one is the RoboBrain statue, which is also worth $120. That's $240 right there, as well as I'm giving away my HTC Vive. Also, that's being shipped out as well. I was going to try to run that today, but I realized it was July 4th, everybody. You can't run to the post office on the holidays. Yeah, see, Kismet, I'm so out of it, everybody. I don't really think about holidays all that much as well. But I should think about taking a break here to go check on the family, see how they're doing. We'll come back. I saved my stays for your statue. Well, there you go. There you go. Well, that's cool. It'll be on the way here eventually. I was working on printing out the labels and all of that stuff. Whenever I send it international, I have this international thing I have to fill out. And then I have to take it in there because the international thing never works on their website. So I have to take it into the post office, and then it takes, 5, 10, 20 minutes for them to type it all in and get it all ready and get it to go. If you just ship it in the U.S., it's super easy. You just print out a label, tape it on there, and I ship it out to you guys. But if I ship anything international, which I send stuff all over the world, I've sent it to just about every country now. Just about the country. Sometimes it actually costs me more to ship it to you guys than the actual value of the item. But if I say I'm going to do it, I will send it to you. Even if it's worth more than the actual item I'm sending you. Because that's the way I am. Yes, it was incredible. I actually worked for many years in pre-press and printing, made an absolute fortune. Spent that fortune because I was young. I was in my 20s. As well as worked for Apple for many years as senior tech. I did get sleep apnea and vertigo, which I still have to this day, and I will live with for the rest of my life, as well as a bit of insomnia as well. That's why you'll see me streaming here late night as well later on tonight. But I have worked my way back now from being basically disabled in the bed to the point in which I can stream and do my thing. And that's what I do streaming for. But it's not for the money or the glory or the fame or none of that ridiculous stuff that you wonder about when you're young. It's so that I can get up every day and do something I love to do and bring a little joy in my small way here in my stream into the world. And that's what I do. And when I get, start doing something here, you can just see I just love doing it. You can see some people are in there and they're like, I love Fallout. Fallout is my favorite. And they're just dozing off. Maybe they've been streaming for 24 hours. I don't know. But you can just tell when people are not really into it. And they're just, fluffing you. They're just like, they're just telling you stuff that, that's not true. Me, I tell you straight. If I don't like it, you'll never see it here on the stream because I answer to no one. To nobody. And I've been married 30 years, everybody. I answer to no one. I do whatever I want now because I only got so many minutes left. And that's what I'm going to do. I suggest you don't wait till you get to my age, everybody. You do what you want. Try to make it something positive in the world, though. All right, so we got to build some miscellaneous items in the camp. So let's go ahead and do the thing. Oh, Scorchbeast getting annihilated. My team's out there getting it done. Okay, let's go over here and remove some of this radiation I can see I've gotten from that meat there. There we go. And again, back to clearing out my inventory. Now, this is usually what I do on the first day of the week is I try to deep cut all of the stuff out of my inventory because it's just so tedious. And I feel like that's probably its biggest drawback of the game is it's more like a loot organizing game than it is actually a Fallout game. A Fallout game would be like Fallout 4 where you could just dump massive sums of stuff in there and deal with it later. That's what I want to do. I want to just dump, thousands of pounds of stuff in there and deal with it much later. I don't know, I kind of feel like keeping that Nuka Shine. I feel like that's going to be a quest. Canned coffee, that's probably good. Now, again, notice how I'm balancing what I've got on my character to get to about 100 or 150 or so. Highly suggest you sort by weight so you can see stuff. There we go, classic repair kit. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. You're like, okay, man, you're not working on the dailies and all of that stuff. That's okay, everybody. You don't have to do that every single second of the day. I do love hanging out with my crew and running around my crew, but I've also got to, I only got so much time to play the game, so I also have to manage my stuff as well. And my crew knows that, and they're understanding in the fact that I've got tons and tons of. Oh, God, look at all those things in there. Mystery map fragment in there. So one of the things that I probably hate the most out of all of the different sections is the miscellaneous section. Now, they went in and revamped all of the sections and added more cool sections like food and drink and stuff like that, except for they didn't go in and fix the miscellaneous one, which is the most irritating one of them all. They should have went in and made it keys and passwords. Duh! That's like the first thing I would have done. And anything that you have equipped, I would have made it not show in the vendor or show it when you're trying to trade in your thing. And if you want to see it, you just basically unequip it in your Pip-Boy, and then you can see it, and then it will trade in there. Imagine that. Imagine if it was like Hogwarts Legacy, where if you had everything equipped, it would no longer show it in the trading and no longer in the vendor, so you would never accidentally put your stuff into the workbench. I know, crazy thought, right? Crazy thought. Obviously, Hogwarts Legacy got it figured out over there. All right, so we've also got a few things here in notes that maybe we can try to get rid of here. I've probably got 8,000 of those things there. What do we got? Night Crew, Subject 43. That was doing a bit of the main quest there on that as well. Oh, plasma cores. We got to get rid of those as well. Now, why do I get rid of plasma cores? Because they weigh me down, and I can't put them in my Fallout first thing. So I'll just throw some plasma cores in here. Not very much. It's only 2 stack weight. And I could keep it if I was using those, but I'm not using them, so might as well get rid of them in there as well. The stuff I want to keep is the stuff I want to use. All right, and there we go. All right, so now we've reduced it by a little bit. Not that much in here. Now, me, by the way, everybody, I'm so hardcore at the game that I would take 100 super stem packs, which is probably worth about, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000 caps, and just throw it away. I just give it away to peeps. Just throw it in the thing. And then someone comes along, newbie player or a high-level player, and goes, oh my God, there's 100 super stem packs in here. Sweet. Because I generate so much resources in a day, it's easily, even within certain events, I generate more resources that would max out my inventory. Both my personal inventory and also the inventory in there. So after you get to a certain point, that stuff really loses its value, and caps really loses its value as well, because you're just gonna go, nah, it's not worth having the extra space being used up instead of me being able to just throw legendaries in there when my legendary vendor is maxed, right? Because the legendary vendor is what you really want, because then you can trade out all of your legendaries that you're not using, which is a brilliant idea by them, by the way. Putting in the legendaries in here and then getting your legendary script, using that legendary script to get modules, and then as you're doing events, you're also getting the other part of it, whatever that's called. I forget what it's called. The cores. So you're getting cores from event, modules from your scripts and stuff, and as well as you get it from events from time to time, or things that you're doing. Oh, look at this. See, he's buying a bunch of stuff right there. And so basically, what I do, that's pretty awesome. Now he's level 197, so it's not like a newbie's getting it. But he's in here like, oh my God, these are only worth 5. These are only 5. Why is this guy selling this just for 5? I don't know. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna buy it all. Look, he bought my high radiation fluid. He bought my glowing mask because he's like, God, these prices are awesome, right? Sometimes you run in and someone's putting, a raider arm, and they got it in there for 40,000 caps, right? When you see a good deal like that, you want to snatch it up when you can. And now I just went from around 7,000 caps up to 10,000 caps. Somebody got a good deal. I got rid of my stuff. I've got more room in my inventory. And he's off and running. And there we go. So now I'm down to 600. See, and that's what I wanted to do, everybody. I wanted to put it in there so somebody come and buy it. And then at least I get the value that I would have gotten if I sold it to the vendor, maybe a little bit more, a little profit on top of it for my time of putting it in the vendor, right? So a little extra couple caps per one for your time. Make sure to think about your time as an investment too, right? The amount of time you put into your vendor, you should put a little extra, cap or two in there per item because you want to get your value out of it as well. Because otherwise I could just save it, sell it to the vendor, save it, sell it to the vendor, and sell it to the vendor. Now, if the vendor had 10,000 caps, I could clear my inventory every single day and wouldn't have to use the vendor. And that's why they have it like that. They have it like that so you get to a point where you're just starting to sell stuff via the vendor so you can make more caps. And it encourages people to sell stuff to each other. And that's the whole reason why they have such a limit on it. is for that reason. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me as somebody who does a lot of economic stuff, right? Who thinks about economic style. Now, again, the thing that he bought was all that other stuff, but he didn't buy the glowing blood. And he didn't buy any rataways or stem packs or any of that other stuff because he probably has 10 millions of those. But the high radiation fluids he bought, and he bought the other stuff because maybe he doesn't know our trick. He doesn't know our trick where we can get about 50 of those simply by nuking the mine shaft. And of course, I'm telling you all my secrets here, everybody. It's okay. You hit the mine shaft, and you also hit the Nuka World on Tour, and you go very high up and get that high radiation fluids and whatnot until everybody else catches in on that one. And of course, if you know something that someone else doesn't know, and you're in there just making tons and tons of resources and selling tons and tons of resources, you can make an absolute fortune doing that as well. Just selling high radiation fluids, just doing that, just nuking, going in, get that thing, sell that thing. You made 10,000 caps, go in, do it again, 10,000 more caps, and so on and so forth in there. Now, you got to watch out when you get to the part of when you're almost maxed caps, though. Like max caps right now, I think is 40,000 still, unless they changed it. And so whenever I get to about 30,000 caps, I'm like, I better go spend money. I better go waste that money because that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people run up on people's camps because they're close to maximum and they're like, okay, do they have any patterns? Do they have any ammo I could use? Do they have anything that makes my life more convenient that I can go ahead and clear my caps out and then basically start again and then build those caps back up again and just kind of stay in that cycle of building them up, spending them, using it for resources that you need or things that you need, and then keeping that cycle going. That's smart. Oh, absolutely. This is what I do, everybody. This is what I do. I dominate by doing that. Now, I don't have to do the vendor at all. You know why? Because right over here in the back of my thing, I'm producing 60 purified water. Now, purified water is one of those things that you can sell to the vendor. You can't do it with ammo. You can't sell vendor to the ammo in Fallout 76. Also in Fallout 4, same thing. Right now at Sanctuary in Fallout 4, I'm producing 2,200 water every couple days in game. Yeah. You know how much that's worth? 50,000 caps. 50,000. Yeah. Every couple days in game. And I'm only like level 40-something, I think. 40-something in that game. Now, at level 10, I'm already making 5,000 caps because I generate purified water. Because if I was really there, and this is how I play games, everybody. If I was really there, what would be the first thing that I would do? The first thing I would do is corner the market on the thing that everyone needs. Everyone needs purified water, right? So that's the thing I would dominate on. I would eliminate all of my other competition and then dominate on purified water. Then I'd expand it to food because that's the next thing people are going to need. What are they going to need after that? Shelter, right? The first three basics. And so that's how I play games in that style, and I dominate economically. Now, I'm not even trying that hard, everybody. I'm not even trying that hard. I could really scale it up by using, of course, the personal vendor to sell a bunch of stuff for hundreds of caps per item. I could be looking up for all the rare patterns and selling those for tens of thousands, 40, 50,000. Like I've got a bunch of the rare patterns that are like the, in Radiation Rumble, it drops a radiation barrel that people use for the Bloodied set. It's worth, I don't know, 20, 30, 40,000 caps. I put it in there for 5 caps. In fact, I put it in there for 30,000 caps as a joke. And then someone in my team said, hey, Kismet, can I just make payments? And I'm like, no, you can't make payments on it. I just took it out and I handed it to him. Because I don't care, everybody. It's just virtual stuff. It's just virtual stuff. If I want it again, I'll go get it. I already have the pattern. What do I don't even care. I'll just throw it down on the ground. Again, see, that's the thing. I would rather build up my crew than worry about those caps because I can get those caps through purified water. I can get those caps through all the stuff that I'm generating right here that I can sell to the vendor, like popcorn. I don't even use popcorn anymore other than using it for food. The same thing with honey down here. I use that for a quest, maybe a daily quest that I need to do. But other than that, I just sell it to the vendor now. So it's just generating me caps. Same thing down here with this morbid wells, making blood sacks. Same thing down here, adhesive. I can use that to make stuff. And so on and so forth. And of course, the new thing right over here, Monsterholic coming in, is this right here, giving me a bunch of different flowers that I could use as well. I wonder if they go bad in that thing. It just dawned on me. If I pick that stuff up, does it go bad in my inventory? Come on, cursor. Apparently, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want my cursor to do it. Oh, I can't click anything. But I wonder if it goes bad if I leave it in the thing. That would be the first thing I would look. Food and drink. Let's see. Does this go bad? Yeah. See, it has a condition, and see that condition is starting to go down. But if you leave it in the thing, does the condition go down in the thing? I'll have to look the next time it comes through. Whoa, everybody dropped out. What the heck? Did everybody DC? Whoa, look at that. Everybody disappeared. Or did I DC? Well, my whole crew dropped out. Wow, that's crazy. Let's take a minute, everybody. Show some love to Monster Holigan there with 73 months of sub love, everybody. That's as long as you can be subbed here in my channel. Show them lots of love right there in the chat. That's weird. You crashed. Wow, I think you all crashed at the same time. That was weird. How did I not crash and you guys all crash? I'm usually the one crashing. Like yesterday when I played Fallout 4. Boom, crashed right out in the middle of me playing. All right, now I need to kind of focus again. Now, my main focus, everybody, is when I log in, because I only have so much time in the day, is typically to work on my challenges, right? To try to get my dailies done. Now, I need to take a camera picture of a stingwing. You know what? Screw that. I'm not doing that. I'm going to re-roll that one. All right, produce some junk, produce some oil. Oh, I actually got 2 of those. Already did the lead, and I got to do oil. Oh, look out. There we go. We got a brand new Teamwork Tycoon, Landrew, coming in. Helping support the stream, everybody, using his Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime. Show some love right there. That's a brand new Teamwork Tycoon right there in the chat. Let's go. Everyone just disappeared. Oh, me. Weird. I know, right? That was weird. Something funky going on in the server, for sure. And that's what happens when people get too OP on the server. But it used to be every time we used to do a bunch of nukes, boom, server would crash. People get rowdy, boom, server would crash. We'd be running the high-end raid they used to have, crash. You know, that's how it goes, everybody, in games. Not just this game, but all games. All games have that problem. They are a different level of, different varying level of broken, for sure. Let's see. What else am I doing? I am going to work on my dailies. There we go. Back to what I was doing. Work on my daily challenges. All right. What do we got? Oil. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Let's put that up on the thing. Right over here. And then we're going to go over here and we are going to bulk some oil if we can. Let's do it. So the great trick of this, everybody, is you go in here, you look for some oil, you bulk the oil right there. Boom. And then you just literally bulk up, take some oil that you already have, bulk it up, turn back around, put it right back in your scrap box, and guess what you did today? You got that one done. It's just that easy. Now, some vendors actually have the stuff that you can't bulk or the stuff that you can't convert. So there we go. We got that challenge done. Look at me. I'm on 2 of 100 now. Yeah, look at Kismet go. Everybody else is probably done or halfway done or 3/4 done by now. Because I've been out, everybody. I've been out traveling and my one last wave project. All right. What do we got? Repair armor, kill some Scorch. That's an easy one. Nuka-Cola Dark. We can get that one done. No problemo. Let's see. Deal a critical hit on a sentry bot. Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. I know where a sentry bot is at, but I seriously doubt he's going to be up because someone else probably thought of the same thing as me. There we go. Team battle. A little laggy on the server, too. Let's go see. Let's go see if he's still there. There's actually several of them as well. Hey, we got the hype train going on. We got 39 seconds to keep that hype train going, everybody. Feel free to drop some bits, show some love here in the stream if you're up for it. Help support the stream would be awesome. Oh, look out. I saw somebody shooting this way. Who's that shooting at my Kismet kill box up there on high up there? Look at that. Nice. Okay, what are we going? Sentry bot. Sentry bot way over here at the Robco Research Center. Let's go check that out. Now, what I'm really waiting for, everybody, is in about 1 minute. And that is the main event, the Invaders from Beyond event. Oh, Foggy coming in with 5 months of sub love. Ooh, closing in on that 6 months. Gonna get that new sub badge as well. And here we are right over here. Let's see if anybody has taken the robot out, because that is typically what would happen is somebody would come over here and want to get a critical hit on it right there. But I don't have enough pew-pew power to get it going. There we go. And then I got to wait till my thing goes up. But luckily I have some coffee And coffee's really great for that. Oh, turn my sound back on, too. And so there we go. So I'm purposely not killing the mobs so I can get a critical hit. And then I just smoke them. Yeah, I'm just like everybody else. But I can just come over here and just insta-kill the mobs, too. Grab that loot. Get out of there. Because I love it when things go... Wait for it. When things go boom. If you like explosions, you're in the right stream. A lot of stuff gonna go boom up in here. Let's blow up all the stuff. Now, sadly, unlike Fallout 4, when you blow stuff up, it just regenerates again later. Sadly. One of the things I've done many times in Fallout 4 is go and blow up every single car in the game. Every single one. That's hardcore right there. Also, I blow up the cars so they don't blow up while I'm there as well. Now, there's a bunch of mobs over there doing their thing. But I'm going to go ahead and just ignore them and just go ahead and bounce right out of here. Ba-bow. I'm out of there. Now, notice how I moved away so I wasn't aggro. Otherwise, you got to wait for a timer to count down. And I just jump over there and I get it done. Easy peasy. Now, remember, this ain't my first time playing the game. I have literally thousands of hours here in Fallout 76. I've played it since it launched and never stopped playing it, by the way. Never stopped playing. I also play Fallout 4 as well here in the stream. Oh, Sasky also coming in. We got another brand new sub right there because Monsterholic just gave you a gifted sub, so congrats on that. Now you got the Epic Kismet emotes. You got the holiday emotes for July 4th right now, as well as you got the animated emotes. And, of course, even just being a follower, everybody, if you hit that follow button, you get some emotes as well. Plus, you have 3 times the chance of winning the giveaways, and you earn 3 times the Kiss Caps, which is what you use for giveaways, to buy tickets for the giveaways right here in the stream. So be lurking all month long because we're going to be having lots of fun. We got so many updates to check out, so many things to do. Pretty excited about it. But right now, we want to go ahead and get into this public event, Invaders from Beyond. Let's go right over here. And again, this is probably my favorite event in the game now. I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome that they actually kind of confirmed aliens in Fallout.
I am Homer, and I am here to help.
Oh, it's this one over here. It rotates where it's at, by the way, what location it is.
Brainwave siphons must be destroyed. As a prerequisite, we need to lure out the alien commanders who control the force.
Now, I don't really need to do anything here, but I can just stand here and get the loot.
From the siphons. You can avoid them if you move out of range.
Probably a good idea to get my food going again. Canned meat stew. Reload. Somebody shoot me over here. One of the things I like about Fallout 76 is that my stem packs don't take forever to work. I'm playing a survival mode because I love survival mode in Fallout 4 for like the 10th time. I think it's more like 7 times in survival mode. But I'm playing like the ultimate playthrough where I'm basically making hundreds of thousands of caps and all of that kind of stuff in game. One of the things that happens here in Fallout 76, though, is they have massive armor penetration, meaning that they can just go right through your power armor like it's nothing. Same thing with turrets and stuff like that. And just trying to get a hit in is a thing in itself, everybody. Oh, let me get my level 5 adrenaline going for my crew. And see, you just see I casually just, you know, shoot a few things here to shoot things there. A lot of great random loot there as well. And I love the AoE looting. I don't remember if it's this one or the other one. It's got to be the other one because that's where everybody's running. What you want to do is just wait for that thing to flash. And when it flashes, there's going to be a bunch of mobs show up over there, and then good luck tagging them. Good luck. Somebody died. These mobs sometimes hit pretty hard, too. I see, that guy looks like a bad guy. Am I going to help the guy or what? Nobody helped him? Oh, that's messed up. I thought somebody was going to res him by the time I got there. I would have resed him. I prioritize helping my crew. Now, what's happening down here also is that the ship is shooting down at us while we're doing this event. So you can get one-shotted from the spaceship. There's a guy over there. There we go. Look, I'm tagging a couple. Yeah, just look for the little things.
There are 2 captains coming. You will need to
This
eliminate
guy.
both of them to bring down
I just let him hit me. I don't care. I'm in power armor. I'm fine. Oh, nice no jump there. I tried to jump. There we go.
No time to lose. Destroy that brainwave siphon. The defense is progressing smoothly. 1 more siphon to go.
Okay. And it's some sweet AoE looting, everybody. I love the AoE looting. It's so good. So good. Such a great change. Big love to Bethesda for that one. And we're just kind of wander over here and see if there's anybody over here. And what you always want to do is try to find yourself a kind of high ground or spot where you can tag all the mobs. Because, especially if you're a new player, everybody, most of the time, the people that you're playing with in the open world, they're going to kill all these mobs pretty quickly. But these guys hit really hard, too, so keep that in mind. Then all of a sudden, the spaceship's going to start shooting at you from up above. And you saw that I have hundreds of stem packs, both super stem packs and also lower stem packs as well. Now, another thing that I like to do if it gets really tough is go to Team Medic right here. And then if I use a stem pack, guess what? It's also going to heal my buddy TARDIS over here if he's nearby. And heal my group as well. So very useful as well. I don't think we really need the adrenaline all that much right now. Sandboxer down. I'm coming, brother. Apparently nobody likes to res anymore. Look at this. Nobody resin. I got you back, brother. Big love. Big love. You got this, brother.
Brace yourself for the
Big love. Big
enemy
love.
general.
Apparently, nobody wants to res anymore, everybody. That's the first time I've seen that, where people didn't just prioritize resing other people. Poor guy's level 405, just keeps getting killed. And that's what I'm for, everybody. I'm here because all these people who are doing the bloodied set, you can see it right here. Bloodied set, Kismet full health with no radiation. My job is to res the people who are getting killed by having too low of health.
Good one. You were also eager to bear arms, given the opportunity. With such passionate soldiers,
I love the
Earth
fact
will
they moved this
surely
over
stand
here.
the
This is a
test
great
of time.
change. Where it's not popping up in the middle of your screen the whole entire time. I wonder if they did that because I talk about that all the time. And there we go. All right, what kind of plans we're going to get? What are we going to get? Let's see. Alien Disintegrator, which is actually a pretty good drop. All right, let's see if I've already got it. Survey says, oh, I do not already have that one. Awesome. I can make the Alien Disintegrator now. Pretty cool. I probably could have before, too, but I deleted my level 640 character. And you're like, what? You deleted a 640 character? Why would you do that? Along with all my resources, all my rep, everything else, and started again from scratch. And this is my start again from scratch character, which is level 500. I'm not even trying to level, everybody. I just play the events. I play with my crew. I run around. I get into trouble. And all that other stuff happens in the meantime. All right. I'm out of there. So, yeah. And this is my 6th character. So, if you add it up, I'm probably, 1,000, 1,500 level, whatnot. I only have the one character. So, every single time I start over, I delete my character along with all of his resources, all of his rep, and everything, and then I start a new character. And the reason why I do that is so that I can see how the game is progressing. And they've done a lot of great work on the beginning of the game, the progression of the game as well. And if you're in a hurry to level up, doing events is the #1 way to do it. Especially with an explosive weapon. Get an explosive weapon, attack as many mobs as you can before the one-shotters get in there and hit them. And then you're off and running. You're good. You got tons of loot. So yeah, I got a new pattern there. So always cool to see a new pattern. That's what I'm really there for, looking for patterns. What do we got? We got Raider, left leg, don't need it, and we got a salvage Assaultron head. Now, those particular ones like that are not really the best for legendaries. The one that's the best for legendaries is the Super Mutant one, which name goes right out of my head. The Super Mutant one gives you 15, 20, 30 legendaries, depending on how many that you are able to tag. Just Just an obscene amount of legendary. More legendaries than you can actually trade out sometimes in a day. It's an absolute ton of them. And again, my main goal today is just to get my challenges going here, my little daily challenges. All right, we got to kill a few Scorch. We got to repair some armor and weapons. Now, one of the things I suggest you do is not to go in too quickly, which I've already done, and basically scrap those items. But instead, go in and repair the items. Whether you repair it, whether you're in, you know, in the double durability mode, which I like to be in, which is in there.
Unstoppable force feats and immovable tummy ache.
Mute. Like right here, fix it good, which is going to give 200% of my armor and 200% of my maximum condition of my weapons. You don't have to use it, but I'm going to go in and actually repair weapons that I know I'm going to scrap, like this laser rifle right here. Can I repair that weapon? Let's go see. T, workbench repaired, no. This one over here, T, workbench repaired, no. All right, we got bolt action rifle. We can repair that one. Awesome. Or you could just go get some junky weapons, some level 1 weapons, and go use them like a bow and arrow or, you know, your pistols. Just use them so they break a little bit, then repair them, and then use them and repair them and use them and repair them. I suggest not to get double durability if you're going to do that, because otherwise you got to wait for that full line of durability to go down. You want to just repair it normally, and then go and use it, which will make the durability go down, repair it, back and forth. You get that one done pretty easily. Now, if I miss out on some of these dailies, no big deal. Again, everybody, I'll be fine. I'll be fine in the long run. Let's see. We got to kill a couple Scorch. That's pretty easy. We're running out of time. Big time. Actually, I think we're over time as well. Big time. So let's go find some Scorchies out here. Let's see. Let's get my power armor. Let's go over here and just wipe out some Scorches. Wipe out some of the Scorchies. Yes. Says you're in the main menu. What's the matter? Can you not see me? Can't get in my world? Oh, you can't get in my world. Sorry, bro. We're almost done anyway. I'm just going to go ahead and kill a few Scorched here and have to call it for the day because it is July 4th, and I'm going to go spend a little time with the family before the next raid. Oh, wow, look at that shot. Oh, that was a cool shot. Look at that. Great 4th of July thing right there. Using the big cannon that you get from the thing. You remember my camp? You bought some plants for me? Well, awesome. Well, hey, I do a solid to my fellow Vault Dwellers out there. Look at this guy over here, a little Wendigo. And he's a harder Wendigo. Look at this guy. He's doing the running man. All right, let's get rowdy. Turn my sound on. All right, Scorchy Beast. Now, what you want to do is drag the Scorchbeast over here, not to actually kill the Scorchbeast, but for the Scorchbeast to generate other Scorch that are way easier to kill. Let's go, big boy. Oh, it tingles. Later, sucker. Somebody else around here shooting at me. I could hear him. He's down in the thick. Now, I don't need to kill the rest of these guys. But I don't know, kind of feel like it. Well, look at you, little ghoul. Coming out of the ground. Look at that. I'm very impressed. Maybe not that much. All right. Now, the trick is I can either kill this guy or I can try to get out of here. I hate those things, by the way. The little trenches. Just like anybody in the game. I'm not even in the bloodied set, I'd just like to point out. I'm not even the bloodied set. I can annihilate the mob just like anybody else without even bothering to be in that set. Now, actually, the set that I have is the opposite of the bloodied set, which is called the Vanguard set. I believe this is the one I'm in. Yeah, so I have a bit of Vanguard armor, other than my excavator armor that I have, which actually does more damage in there. So what I can do is just kind of hide in this guy's little shack here and see if I can get out of here. Oh, nope. See if I can get out of here before somebody hits me. We'll see. Because I just need to get that one thing done. If I go around killing all the mobs, then the next... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, right at 2. Okay, now you're gonna die. Now you asked for it. Actually, let's go Gatling laser. I feel like Gatling laser today. Dude, just standing there, AFK. Ugh, I hate it when it interrupts you. Come back here, you. Now, the further he gets away, notice the less damage that he takes. And again, same thing. I go in here. Oh, his little window went out. Let's try it again. See if we can get out of here before he comes back for me. But what I try to do is I try to get out of there so that other people can get the loot. Oh, now I'm hidden. He's not even aggro on me anymore. And this is why I leave loot for other people who need to get the Scorchbeast for their daily as well. The stuff I got to do to kill the Scorchbeast, you just kill it to spawn Scorch. That's right. Yep. I didn't even kill the Scorchbeast. It was a legendary one, too. I didn't even kill it. Why? Because I leave it for other people. I just leave it for other people. And you'll get to that point, too. You'll get to the point where you're like, man, I ruled this game. I ruled this game in my first playthrough, everybody. Now I'm on my 6th one. All right, I think that's probably pretty good. We're going to probably have to forego some of our dailies here. The dark one's really easy. I can just go to Nuka-Cola area, buy some dark there, go to the White Spring Refuge, buy another one there, drink that, be fine. And then, of course, instead of scrapping all of the stuff I got today, I could have just repaired it, and I could have got those done. And that's okay. We got plenty of weeklies to work on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we didn't even do any Stream Raiders or any of that stuff. I totally forgot, everybody. That was my bad. But we'll go ahead and do that another time because I only have so much time today because of the holiday. But I did want to jump on for a little bit with the crew, have a little bit of fun. But that's it for me. Let's go ahead and do the Kismet Love Trade. Let's go. I got so distracted, I didn't even say hi to my crew. Hello to my crew, by the way. Thanks for hanging out. To Foggy, Menturos, and TARDIS. Appreciate you guys all jumping on there. I get distracted. I get distracted in all the stuff that I am doing. Just trying to keep stuff rocking. So we're going to come back to that tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll play for a bit longer tomorrow. So definitely come back tomorrow. We're going to get that going. As well as big thanks to all my patrons right down there. That is the best place to help support the stream, everybody. Patreon.com/Kismet. Also appreciate all the support right here. Thanks for all that sub love today, everybody. Appreciate all the follows as well. Monster Hall, appreciate you. K-Man Mox coming in, showing that love. TARDIS showing that love. Appreciate all of you coming in and hanging out. Now, again, you can check out my schedule right over here. We're going to be playing some Hogwarts Legacy later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in hard mode, playing at the hardest mode you can play, as well as be back tomorrow, 76 at 1 p.m., and then some Hogwarts Legacy. Then on Thursday, we're going to do some more 76 at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then some Satisfactory Update 8. We're going to check out what's new in that one. Then, of course, we're going to do a little review of my One Last Wave project where this 53-year-old man traveled to Hawaii and actually went surfing. That is not a joke, everybody. I'm not making that up. I really did it right there. That is not Photoshopped. I really did it. We're going to check out even more photos that I didn't show last time, as well as some videos and other stuff of me just trying to surf. And making a fool out of myself. But hey, at least my daughters got to do it. And I got to do it as well, at least a little bit. And of course, on Saturday, we're going to have lots of fun restarting our primary server on 7 Days to Die and working together as a team over there as well. So appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Now, of course, you can help the stream out tremendously by popping over to youtube.com/KismetBP. Hit that subscribe button. Pop over to twitter.com/KismetBP. B like Bravo, P like Papa. You're going to find those links right there in the chat. And hit that follow button. You can also become part of my my Teamwork Tycoons over there on discord.gg/Kismet, or you can check out my incredibly built-up command center that I have here with my 6 monitors and my 3 computers and all that kind of craziness over there on Kismet.gg. And of course, again, patreon.com/Kismet. I even got my full name over there. You can help support over there. Of course, you get your name at the end of every video, get a sneak peek at all the stuff I'm doing, and you also help support YouTube as well as videos that I put out over there as well. So thank you so much for that. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with some love right here. That's why you always stay to the end of the stream. Because right here, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 caps, sending it your way for future giveaways. And I got a ton of them, everybody. I got to get all that stuff ready, too. I got a lot of stuff to do. But for me, I'm going to peace on out of here and go hang out with the family a little bit for July 4th. I hope you have a wonderful July 4th if you celebrate. But if you don't celebrate and you're in another country other than the U.S. And you're not on the road right now, I'm sorry if you're on the road right now in the U.S. because you are absolutely in jam-packed traffic. But if you are somewhere else other than the U.S., I hope you have a great Tuesday as well for your day. All right? So we'll go ahead and see you guys again later on tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is in about how many hours from now? Roughly about 5.5 hours for your local time, but my time is going to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on back. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet love train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Rotisserie G, JC Hunter, AMZ, Carlos, Jeremiah, the Notorious TDK, and Scriplin. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.